John called me up yesterday and said, I want to, we need speakers, we need roles to be filled, I want to speak, but I heard you were going to speak, and I told him that I promised Doug that I would think about it for one day. And then John convinced me that his speech was much more important than mine. So John was doing the fifth speech. It's the final speech in the interpretive reading manual, which is a manual where you're really reading somebody else's speech and trying to interpret and portray those times, the times of when that speech was presented. This was FDR's speech to Congress. I like the introduction, of course. You know, it certainly got everybody's attention. Mr. President, members of Congress, you know, it all kind of put us in the moment. We've all seen presidential addresses to Congress, so it all kind of gave us that atmosphere of what was happening. I like the way you portrayed FDR by leaning on the lectern. You know, if you don't know, Roosevelt had polio and was wheelchair bound, and it is true he would not sit down in his wheelchair in public because he wanted to not appear weak. So he did struggle to stand up, and initially I thought, well, he's just leaning there, and then I was reminded that FDR, that's the way he did present his speeches. In this manual, the projects are to read an entire speech, this speech being 30 probably plus minutes long. I like the way you broke away from the speech and stepped away to kind of separate the two from the speech to what was sort of a synopsis of the speech, and really just give to the audience what was the main body of the speech, the intent behind it, the ideology of what was happening in that time. There's a couple of things that I think that you can do to improve on it. This was FDR's speech to Congress in maybe a prelude of an expecting or an impending world war. So I felt that you lacked a little bit of passion, especially at the end when you came back and did the conclusion part of the speech. FDR was really trying to explain to Congress and likely to the world, because I imagine this speech was broadcast worldwide, that the freedoms that we feel so strongly about should be felt strongly throughout the world. And I felt that you lacked a little bit of what FDR probably had in his passion towards presenting that. I think that was likely because you wanted to try to present that part of the speech a little more slowly. But overall, I think if you'd have put a little more passion in the conclusion, it would have been a great finish. Thank you.